Oh boy, I got a good one for you this time. Yes, I have gathered my trims, my colors, my laces, and I am ready to do a journal from start to finish. And I'll meet you on the flip side. That's at the end of the video when we do a flip. So join me today while I make my decisions and my colors, and maybe make one for yourself along with me. And I'm thinking, do I cover that or put that somewhere over here? I don't know. What can I do with that? Let's see, it would be ending right here. So this is what we have to do. We have to just put it down and see if it will work. How about, how about this? I have quite a few, and they're really a bargain price. I mean, I've watched people do videos or Instagram, and then I've gone to their Etsy and seen 150, 175, and they're probably way more talented than I am. But if you go to my Bradsboots on eBay, you're not going to find anything. I don't think there's anything over $60 on there. Most of them, as a matter of fact, I think the average is probably 40. But they're sitting there waiting for somebody to appreciate one and want to take one home. So now let's see. I think we can work with this. I think now I'm seeing the layers, and I'm not feeling like bad about covering that up, even though that's so pretty. I think if you watched my other video, you saw that, or you heard me say how difficult it is sometimes for me to cover and make layers, just because I feel like I started off with this and I thought it was really pretty, but that's very flat. This now gives it dimension, and I have to keep telling myself that. At first, I really enjoyed this wrinkle. Well, maybe that wrinkle was to be enjoyed just for that time, and now I need to cover it up. Maybe that's how it is. Well, if that's the case, then I can flip this, because I like this edge on here better. Let's just make a little edge just by roughing it up a bit here. Okay, it's funny how when I take things over to the sewing machine, things come up different when I leave it. I still want to use this because I love olive green, and I want to find a place for it. And I thought if I put it in here, it would give this a little dimension. So I cut this side And I think I need to cut this side a little bit of an angle to fit it. And now I have a cute little pocket there. And I got a little bit of olive green peeking out, and it's a nice soft little wool piece that will be glued in. And finishing up this pocket. So here we go. This is some piece of bark cloth that I have. And it's some remnants that I love. I wished I could find more of it. If anybody knows who has this, it's nice and soft. There's a lot of different kinds out there, and some of them are really like too stiff. I thought this would work for that. Okay, let's hope it's in here. Oh, good. There's a needle in here. There's tea in there too. Let's see. That one's too big. Will this work? I think I need a bigger one. So I used the art glitter glue to glue down that button, and it's working. I thought I might have to use the Fabri-Tac, but it didn't. It wasn't necessary. In the meantime, I found some pretty digitals that I think maybe Ruby and Pearl. I have piles that I copy and then put them aside for when I have inspiration for them. I decided that I would decorate the back as pretty as the front. So inking this up and getting really excited about how pretty it all kind of goes together with the colors. It's so fun when that happens, isn't it? I decide that maybe I want to make a secret pocket back here. And I also decide I'm going to use some special stitching on my sewing machine. So taking it over to the sewing machine and figuring out what that would be. All right, so I finished the front cover pretty much, I think. Now I have these little pieces here that I'm going to just cut off because I want to make the inside cover less bulky. Should I keep these? I think I will. Is it any wonder that I run out of space? Oh, my husband's making coffee. It's 6:15 at night and it sounds so good, but I'll probably take a sip and pass. Make the inside cover with. Okay, so I got that right side figured out. Now the left side. I found this little piece of toile that I thought would be really nice here. And then I thought I would add this nice shiny silky fabric. But after trying it many different ways, it just wasn't a good fit. I couldn't make it look like it belonged in that area, so I had to scrap that idea and then go back to the original, which was just using the plain fabric. And that happens, you know, you have to try it. So now I'm going to take my clips and I'm going to place everything where I want it to be and then take it over to the sewing machine and sew it. And there comes the fun part, because then I have to search through things to see if that's where it's going to stop. And it doesn't. After thumbing through my folders with all the digitals and papers, I decide, you know, I think a piece of piano paper would work. So then I go searching for my piano pages, and this one, I didn't even have to cut it. It just was perfect. So that should have maybe stopped there, but then I thought, you know, one more thing. The paper that the packaging paper that is similar to a paper bag, I thought that would be good on this item too. So okay, it's back from the sewing machine, a little rough looking. So let's see if we can fix this. I don't know if I want to leave that or try to do something with it. Definitely we have to take this off, but I don't think cutting it would be good because it doesn't look like that's cutting. There's a secret pocket. Okay, now should I leave those threads? Huh. You know, I'm deciding I'm going to put this on eBay when I'm done. So this is the front. Oh, they're getting a little out of hand, so let's just give them a little trim. This one. This one's from 1945. This is from 1905. So it can go in the front if that's what you like. Good way to use something like this is just to take your gesso out and then paint it with some gesso, you still have the writing, and then you have a place to write on because now it's white. So why don't we do that? I have all these really pretty tin cans that have things in them that I forgot that what they were. So I start digging those out, and I find this little piece. It's a Robert Louis Stevenson poem. So I set that aside for later, and that'll be used as ephemera. So I'm digging and digging and putting things aside and making more piles so that I can complete this journal with some special new and old ephemera. And what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for some muslin because I want to make ruffles on the edge of the pages, and I'm also looking for lace that I've already cut. Okay, now let's sew the signature in. I'm going to put this to music because sometimes I do it fast, sometimes I do it really slow.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. It laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay on forever. We'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars
This was a
from the
fun
sky,
day.
just two.
This is 4.5 by 9, I want to say. So that's that. We have a sweet little Miss Dixie letter in here from 1905. That's tucked in there. So I'll leave that in there. I have a little pocket right here for whatever you want. This, I don't know how old this is, but this seems like it's really old. I think someone was practicing their cross stitch. So I found it while I was searching for something else and thought it was a good place for it right there. This is the first time I'm using hitching posts. These are Tim Holtz, and I think they're kind of nice looking. So yeah, they are, in my opinion. Okay, so let's keep rolling here. We have a pocket right here. I've mixed some old and new ephemera all throughout, because I wanted lots and lots of places for journaling and surprises. Robert Louis Stevenson poem. So that's what you'll see, a lot of a mixture. I tried to make it work together. So we have a pocket over here. And then we have some, I'm not going to take them all out because I don't want to. All right, so that's like that's a digital that's been aged. And then this one I will take out because this is an original. It's 1945, and I love the original staple. And yeah, I love the cash register tape here. Berkshire News. This is really something. So that will stay over here. I've got some old and new. I've got Edith Holden. I've got this from my garden. Hydrangeas. I did a fussy cut here. I let these ruffles, I'll show you at the end how it looks on the side. This is an old paper that's got some songs on one side, and then these advertisements that I thought were really cute. I mean, cute's not the word. Really interesting. Diamond rings, $1.95. Smartly simulated. Well, it's not good. Just some collaging over here with a little hiding space. I use Daphne's journal. I use digitals across my paper that I dye, and book pages. And here's some of that kitchen towel that's really, really ancient. I don't know, it just has an ancient feel to it. This is the center. And again, this is some old and new ephemera. This is from an old cookbook. And this one I thought was interesting, and I had to put that in there. It's probably like from the 1980s or something. Some old, new Tim Holtz, and then old again, ledger paper. So, good little mixture with lots of interesting things. Old and new. Do I have to say there's lots of Vernley spaces there? Okay, here's some more of that. 1945. I purchased a bunch of stuff on Etsy, and I also purchased some things on House of Books. So I'm not sure which one came in which, but look at that, 1909. Coal and Iron Company. Oh, love the history. So there's some old, more old. What is this? $1,500,000. Army and Navy Hospital, Arkansas. Old and new. This is the old. I didn't want to part with this, but the colors are right. Maud. Buy something for Robert Jr. or Lillian Jr. I don't know how old this is, but it's pretty old. And I have a little Tim Holtz doll, paper doll. And then I incorporated some more of, this is the liner. Edith Holden. Is that a monkey? No. Oh, it was a flower. It looked like a monkey's eyes. So again, some old and new. And then this, I found these to go in there. I thought this, I've been keeping this for a while because November's around the corner. I thought, and the colors were right, that I would place this in here. And then why not place a picture in there? So there's that. And there you have the, where is this? What did I do with it? Is this it? Yeah. So there you have another hopefully fun video and another journal that's available to purchase. I have a huge mosquito flying around in here. All right. I'm not sure. This is the first time I'm using the hitching post thing, so I'm doing my best here. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.